have built your plane. Now it's time to make it look good.
Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to paint these. And I always say get the right brush for the right job. So these are 3 different size brushes that you're going to have a chance to use. You're not going to use the 2 little ones to start off with. You're going to use the largest brush to begin. You're going to choose one of these colors, only one color to paint the whole plane. So I'm just going to show you on this. And when you dip this in, you don't need to dip it so that the paint gets all the way up to the top of the end of the brush. You're just going to try to get it just on the bristle part. And once you get it on, you can wipe a little bit off, but this isn't real runny. If John and I want to use the same color and we're sitting next to each other, or even if we're not sitting next to each other, but we notice someone else is doing it and they have the same color that we want to use, sit next to each other when you're going to paint, so we can both do it at the same time. Okay, and it's going to be directly out of the container. And then you're just going to start painting. And you're going to try to do it, since it's all going to be one color at first. It doesn't matter if when you're painting this, some of it gets up on the edge, because the whole thing's going to get painted. I'm just showing you this part. And you're going to also try to do it where it's not going to be real streaky. And you know what that means, so that you try to get it sort of smooth. And so we're going to just keep going like this all the way around it, keep dipping and spreading it. And all of you, or most of you except for one of my classes, has already done your creatures. So you know how to do it. And you're going to go all the way around your edge, all the way around here. This sometimes has little bumps in it, so you might have to sort of dab it into the little bumps, but don't worry about that so much. Just try to get one coat on it. And it should dry pretty fast. So by the time, if I was doing it along, if we were all doing it together, by the time this has been done and you go over to this side and you do all of this, this should probably be dry for you to start if you wanted to do designs.
After the whole plane has been painted and the paint has dried, you're ready to go back and begin your designs.
Okay, so now your plane is nice and dry, and what you're going to do is you're going to put in your designs. And when you're putting in your designs, you want to think about this idea of symmetry. So planes usually are seen from one side and the other side. So if you are designing your plane, you want the person or people traveling on your plane to be able to see the design on either side. So you want to make sure that you can repeat them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice dark or bright color, depending on the color you have for your plane, and you're going to create a design. So you know that you can create designs using lines, shapes. So I'm going to, because I'm partial to the zigzag, it is my spirit design. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my small brush back and forth. Let's see what Susan adds to the pattern.
If you have time, is this going to show up?
Absolutely.
Do you think that's going to show up good enough?
Yeah.
So you can ask your friend. It's always good to ask, because I might want to do red circles here. Notice I'm also using a little brush. And I think I'm going to have, hopefully I can get 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I'm going to do a teeny little one right there and a teeny little one right there. Okay, so now we have that. Let's say I want to be even jazzier. If I have a little bit more time, you could do designs up across the top. It doesn't just have to be on the wings. Okay, so if you have time, you can do that. I'm also a fan of black. So I don't have any black out here right now, but you could do a cool design, something going on with the black as another one of your highlights to your plane. How cool is that? So you're going to have a lot of fun designing your plane.
So remember, use the right brush for the job, share colors, use only what you need, don't dip the brush too deep, use one color to start, make a symmetrical pattern, use a symmetrical pattern for your design, and design any part of the plane you want. Have fun and make it look good.